My name is Megan Pleater, and this is my senior capstone. My program is wellness coaching. I first started off at Plymouth State as a health promotion major, but after about a semester, I decided I wanted to be in exercise physiology. I stayed in exercise physiology for about 3 years, and it wasn't until the end of my junior year that I found IDS, interdisciplinary. I couldn't be happier. At that moment, I realized I could move the health promotion, the exercise physiology, and I could mix it with psychology to be able to help people and their lifestyle, not just physically, but also mentally. And that was what wellness coaching was able to allow me to do. And what I hope to accomplish is to help change the obesity epidemic, especially in our children, because I will be able to focus on their entire lifestyle rather than having a strict view of one area, one discipline. My fields of study that were involved in my capstone was exercise physiology, which allowed me to know what physiologically was happening in their body when they were going out and being active in a positive way. And for those who might be doing physical activity for the first time, it allowed me to forewarn them for the symptoms they might have later that day or the day after, like sore muscles, so they weren't likely to stop participating because they didn't like those and they were scared of whatever symptom it was. From there, I had health promotion, which allowed me to properly plan this program and promote it to the public, along with while allowing me to have a formal conversation with those who were looking to have health questions. And lastly, psychology, which allowed me to understand the mental aspect of these types of people coming to this event and how they looked at physical activity and why and how I could connect with them. This way, I could find out what they had as a barrier against physical activity so that I could overcome that and have them more likely and excited to participate in this activity. My capstone was hiking Tuckermans Ravine. We live in such an active community where there is so much to do outdoors. There are some people who need a motivator, which some use this as a group activity, as a motivator. This event happened April 2nd because of the springtime. It offers so many views. The hike was up in the White Mountains to the base of Tuckermans Ravine to see people skiing and hiking the bowl and to see the most popular area in New England at this time of year. We partnered with SOAR, which is the Student Outdoor Adventure Recreation at Plymouth, to provide transportation along with 2 guides to cover the liability of the hike. The Wednesday before the hike, there was a pre-trip meeting to get together and make sure everyone was or was going to be properly prepared for any type of weather. During the hike, I was available to answer any wellness questions for those who might have had any, and it would have been more private rather than it being in a information session. From there, this event was also about getting to know people and getting active, both during this event and more importantly after it. There was a questionnaire before and after to see how they were feeling, how they viewed it, and more questions. The overall experience allowed the participants to meet the new people. These are people that are from all over in majors, and they had never met each other before. And I was able to answer any questions they might have had. The pre and post survey results. The overall, everyone enjoyed the hike. They said they met people that they had never expected to meet before, and they are more likely to go out and hike with them again. And they actually are planning a hike later on this week after finals as a group to go and get active. Some benefits to touch on for hiking. It lowers the risk of coronary heart disease and stroke. It increases bone density, reduces depression, and increases better sleep. And it also has a weight control because it burns up to 370 calories an hour. Some pros and cons to group exercise. The pros: motivation, safety, push yourself farther, more you want to push yourself and be better, rather than if you were just working out by yourself, you aren't likely to push yourself as hard. Some cons: different levels of ability between you and your partner or you and the group. The partner doesn't end up showing up, the group doesn't end up showing up to the group activity. But all those can be overcome if you are properly planned. And the overall experience was a success, which you can see in this photo. Everyone was extremely happy. They had so much fun. They are all hanging out again together. They had never been to Tuckermans Ravine before, and they are all planning on going back.